So we are all welcome once again, and then while we wait for the others to join, we have to continue while they come and join. Okay, so we are going to have an interaction service, a meeting, an interactive one. We are going to learn. We're going to discuss issues. We are going to answer. So feel free to talk. Feel free to share your views, what you understand on certain things. Okay. So yes, the first question that is going to come out is, what is a job? What do you understand by what a job is? A brief one, and then we move on to the next one. What is a job? Can someone help us? What is a job? The next question is, what is a career? Yes, someone should try quickly. What's a job?
Okay, so I want to try.
Okay.
So a job is a simple work you do regularly in exchange of payment or other benefit.
Perfect. Okay. So what is also another person or the same person? What's a career? The next question is going to be a profession. Yes, a career. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, just let me know. Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, so a career. Who can tell me something about a career? Okay. And then what about a profession? Profession. Okay, so that's the main purpose of we coming here, and I'm happy to have you all on board. This meeting will be recorded, and then I might send you the link so that you can view it. I'm also planning on getting some midnight daters to anyone who would want to be able to listen to them maybe after. So I might be collecting numbers so that I can buy midnight data for anyone who is struggling to get internet. That being said, I have a big concern because I have to start from this one. School. People say school is a scam, and at some point in time, I agree with them to a certain limit. But then before I talk about job and then the getting ready for the future, you have to understand what school has done to us as individuals. And I didn't want my students to go through this one. I didn't want you to go through this kind of pain. I didn't want you to go through this kind of disappointment when you realize that I've gone to school, I have a certificate, but then I don't have a job. I've spent a lot of money getting a degree, or I spent a lot of money getting a HND, but now I'm in the house. A lot of you can witness or can tell to this truth that we have people in our communities who went to several universities or what have you, and they were still not posted some way. They are still not having any job. They are still not having any job, and it's quite terrible. Imagine your parents spending all their monies to put you to school, and all of a sudden you come back after 4 years, you don't have anything to show for, and you find out that you are in the community and people even don't respect you because you don't have a job. So we are going to talk about what school has done and why they brought in school. School is not the same as education. Let's keep that one in head. Education is different. School is just a system that has to ensure that we have to get education. Is that okay? A system in place for us to get education. That is why we ended up having basic school, senior high school, and then the university. Okay, we are going to talk into details today about those things and how best we can arrange our lives so that we wouldn't fall prey to any kind of systemic disadvantage. When I say systemic disadvantage, you follow, okay, they say I should go to the university, they say I should go to school. Now I've finished the school. Why am I broke? Why am I not having a job? So we are going to understand one thing here. The school system was a let me say a government initiative or a collective initiative so that we could have the ability to read and write. Let's keep this thing in the mind. Ability to read and write. So the ability to read and write is for us to be able to communicate, live our daily lives easily. Is that okay? Now, school also came in to help attract people for industrialization. When I say industrialization, there was a time where industry started opening up. Workers have to come in, and they were looking for how to train workers to fit into the factories or the industries. That was why they brought in the concept of school, that people will stay in through a system. After a period of time, then they'll qualify to work in the industries. I hope you are getting what I'm saying. Then they are supposed to, school also had an important role to help promote invention. Okay, to help promote invention, to help promote, to discover things, to also help in technological advancement. Is that okay? I'll talk more about that one into details later. School also came to provide us with critical thinking, ability to become critical thinkers so that we can solve problems. Is that okay? Now, all the things I've mentioned over here, that was a systemic thing, and it is designed under a curriculum. When I say a curriculum is like a manual that is supposed to control. I hope you are getting what I'm saying, what you learn. Unfortunately, there is a problem here. We Africans or Ghanaians adopted some curriculum that was not beneficial to us. Hello, are you on board? We adopted some things that were not beneficial to us. And because it was not beneficial, we keep on adjusting, and all those institutions involved started what? Developing their own ways of doing things, and all of a sudden the generation is lost. Now, education comes in two main, some people say three main, but then let me classify it into two main ones. We have the formal and informal. The formal and then what? Informal. We have the formal one that has to do with a lot of structured system, classroom from class 1 to class 2 to class 3 to class 4, what have you. And the informal one is what we learn, we train. That's like apprenticeship, you know. If your father is a farmer, there is an informal one. If your father is a farmer, you follow your father to the farm almost all the time. What do? You gain experience and you can also farm. Is that okay? That became a problem. Why? Because a lot of the population started shifting away from informal education and they ended up entering into what? Formal education. Now, after formal education, what do you become? What do you become? The first reality I want to put before you is that university is not meant to give you a job. Hello, university is not meant to give you a job. But university is meant to help you know or get knowledge. Knowledge above the average person. Knowledge that can help you become innovative. You can invent something. You can add something to change something. University, it was not meant for you to finish and someone will employ you. So if you are in the university right now and you are studying so hard, I want to let you think twice on this one. You can get a good GPA, you can go to class all the time, copy all your notes, but then the intention of getting employed is not based on your certification. So you can go and do your first degree undergrad, BSc in something, masters in something, PhD. We'll talk about the PhD. But then first degree, which is the undergrad, masters, those areas are just for knowledge, higher level of knowledge. The truth is that industries don't necessarily employ undergrad. They are not supposed to employ them because the university did not train people for employment. University is meant for higher level of knowledge, higher level of what? So that one can be innovative. That one can become better than the average person. I hope we are making sense. Now, if you follow through this university system, look at the challenge here. If you go and do a program, we'll talk about some professional programs. If you go and do a program in sociology, political science, BSc, the truth is that what are you? It is not the certificate you get does not give you any access to employment. Think about it. You can have business management. You can have a BSc in something, economics. Trust me, it is not meant for you to be employed. It is meant for you to have knowledge. And when you have knowledge, it helps you to be able to become a better person in terms of decision making, in terms of how you advance in life, and to discover and to make inventions. Let us pause on that one. Is that okay? You become no expert when you go to the university. You become an expert of knowledge. Now, what then do we consider as a proper education? Today, I'll have to share that with you. We have jobs like, or professions like, being a mechanic, being an electrician, excavator driver, forklift driver. This form of skills or this form of jobs require training. Require what? Training. And where is the training going to come from? This is why the informal sector, you have to go for an apprenticeship. So if someone is a carpenter, you go and learn that skill to become a carpenter. You can go for HND programs, and those were the days where we had polytechnics. The polytechnics were there to train people with skills, especially when they have nothing. Imagine a young guy goes through, let's say you don't have any family member who is rich, you are young, you've gone through the school system, and after everything you have interest in repairing cars. You don't go to the university to repair cars. You have to go to the polytechnics or go for apprenticeship. Then after a period of time, you can become what? A mechanic. You come to the SHS, they teach you some basic things about woodwork and all those things. Those trainings is just to help you understand that there are certain things around carpentry and woodwork and what have you. Then what then is required? You go for a professional training. Now, people find themselves in several kind of training. We have teacher training colleges, nursing training colleges. All these areas are some form of what training we give to people so that they can do certain areas or certain things about life. Now, let me also talk about something. Have you realized that AI has come into the system? AI has come into the system. Almost everyone is using AI. But now think about it right now. Because AI looks like a new technology, you need training to become or to be able to use AI. Now we have people who can teach you so much or how best to use AI. Why? Because they have undergone the use of what? AI. Anyway, now what are some of the questions we have to ask ourselves before we start talking about jobs, career, and then profession? What are some of the questions we have to ask ourselves? Do you want to make money? Do you want to buy a car, a house, and live a rich life? That's the first question. The second question, or do you want to serve the cause of humanity from your heart? Then you leave a good impact. Or do you want to serve humanity, but while you are serving, you are making some money or gaining some reward? These are the three main questions we have to ask ourselves. Do you want to make money? Is it money you are looking for? And before we answer, we'll talk about how then, if you're looking money, there is a way for you to make money. If you are looking to serve, I mean, when you want to serve, you are looking to serve, it's not the same as making money. If you are looking for like making an impactful life, to serve humanity, and in the process you get some sokolafia or you get some money alongside, fine. But to make money, you have to understand that you might not need education. You might not need formal education. Okay, so these are the three main questions we've asked ourselves. Do you need money? Is it money you are looking for, or you are looking for knowledge? Are you trying to use the knowledge to help people, or you are just interested in money? If you are looking for money, there are some areas you should not enter. There are some areas you should not what? Enter. You cannot be doing the job as a teacher and expect to be rich. That is not where we make money. You cannot be in the police service and expect to be rich. That is not where we make money. You cannot be a fire service operational officer and expect to make money. That is not where we make money. I'm teaching you this because I know a lot of my people are thinking, let me get into this place and I'll get money. No. Money making is a different thing altogether. I hope you are all following. Good. Now, if we are all following, then let's think about what then is a job. A job has to do with two people: employer, employee. Employer and employee. See, no, you don't need certificate to do a job. You don't need license to do a job. A job is just a simple thing you can do and then get money. For example, if I have a farm and I want people to come and harvest, they don't have to go to the university to come and harvest things from my farm. If I have a trailer of loads and I want people to carry those things, you don't need to have a degree to carry those things. I hope you are following. If you go to a company like a fruit company, I know, or manufacturing company. You go to a manufacturing company, they tell you, cut the apple, cut the it is just a job. At the end of the day, you get your money. I hope you are getting what I'm saying. They call you to go and weed a farm. It's a job. At the end of the day, you charge and you get your money. These are some of the things I have to elaborate to you people. If you go to Accra, some of you will be in the north or several areas, you go and do security job. I'll talk about that one. It's just a job. Anyway, then what is a profession? I will tackle profession first, and then I will tackle career. A profession is the job is another form of a job. That one, when you do it, before you can do it, you need a certificate and license. You have to follow some practice. I hope I'm making sense. A profession is a job you do, but before you can do it, you need special training, special license before you can do it. It means that not everyone can stand up and become a professional. You have to go through training. You have to go through certification. And we have institutions that will give you the certifications, the license, okay, and the kind of training you need. So not everyone can stand up and become a professional. Let's look at some of the professional things. For example, to be a teacher, the fact that you can teach does not mean you are a professional teacher. It means you have to go for training, you have to go get certificate, and you have to get a license to operate as a teacher. I hope you are listening. A nurse is also a professional. A nurse has to go for training, he has to get certification, he has to get a license. If you want to be a fire service operational person, you have to go for a training, you have to get a license, and you have to get some certification. If you want to become a security personnel, professional security personnel, this is where the things are coming in. Professional security personnel, we have the police, we have the military, we have the customs and the immigration kind of thing. These are all military service people. I hope you are getting what I'm saying. Now, even under the professions, there are people who are high-paid professionals and there are people who are low-paid professionals. Let me talk about some high-paid professionals. We have engineers being high-paid professionals. Engineers will get their license to operate, they will have their training and get their certification. Medical doctors have their license, their trainings, and certification. Chartered accountants have to get their license, their training, and certification. A lawyer has to go for their license, their training, and certification. These are high-paying professionals. These people have to go to school. So, now, let's ask ourselves this question. If you go and do sociology, political science, BSc in political science at the university, the problem is you are not in a professional direction. Get this one straight. You are not in any professional direction. If you are from a poor family, you might end up wasting your parents' resources. Before you can be relevant, before that sociology can be very important or will be very crucial, it means that sociology, you must have to go and do masters. When you do your master, you go and do a PhD. In that sense, you become a researcher or a lecturer. So I always tell my people, if you are going to do any course, think about what profession you might end up with. I know people who went to do BSc in dance, music and dance. People went to do BSc in sociology, and immediately they went to do law. They quickly, because that one does not give you any profession. I know people who went to do BSc in something, and quickly they went to do journalism. Journalism is a profession. Okay, what then is a career? A career. Please, can we mute our?
Just mute your mic, please.
Yes, please mute your. Thank you. Now, let's look at something. What then is a career? A career is something you do for a long time. You have built experience, something you do. You don't need certificate to do that one, a career. Let me shock you with this. Shatta Wale is not a professional musician. Why? Because Shatta Wale has not gone. Because someone should send him a message. Maybe his feedback is blocking us. Anyway, Shatta Wale is not a professional musician because he has not gone for certification in music, and he has not joined any professional association for music. But he has a career in music. Why? Because he has stayed over a long period of time, and he has stayed making music over a long period of time. Now he has a career in what? Music. Someone from sociology, someone from a BSc in humanities, some of the humanities, English language and what have you. These people, for example, can go to the bank. When they go to the bank, they can go and work as tellers. When I say tellers, those who receive the money at the table. Please, that one is a job. It's not a profession. The real profession is being an accountant. Someone can go to Poly or Technical University, go and get HND in accounting. Please, you are not yet an accountant. Okay. So, in that sense, a career is something you do for a long period of time, and then you have gained expertise in that, and then you have experience in that. I hope we understand that up to this level. So, I repeat again, there are high-paying careers and there are low-paying careers, or high-paying profession and there are low-paying profession. Before I go forward, have you ever heard the word head of department? Have you ever heard the word member of parliament? Have you ever heard the word president? Have you ever heard the word matron? Have you ever heard the word dean of students? The truth of the matter is, HODO, member of parliament, minister, let me add minister. No one goes to school to become a minister. There is no course you go and do at the university to become a president. There is no course you go and do and become an MP. In Ghana, I think if you have SHS, you can advance through the process to become an MP. I hope you are following. I hope you are all following. So now, how then does someone become a head of department? How then does someone become a president? How then does someone become a member of parliament? The first thing you have to understand if you want to become an MP is to be able to engage in political activities. Politics, for example, require people who are already professional in other fields, but then as long as they engage in political activities, they become politicians. That is why you can find a medical doctor going to become a member of parliament. That is why you can find a teacher going to become a member of parliament. That is why you can find a common tailor can go and become a member of parliament, assemblywoman, assemblyman. But how then can one become a president? It is your period of, it's a career. You have to build a career, political activity, over a period of time. And then by voting and engaging in political activities, you are able to come forward. And if you are lucky, you become a president. The same thing happens when you want to become a member of parliament. Your ability to engage with people. Now, that is where, if you have a BSc in sociology, if you have a BSc in political science, what you have learned is what you use in the community now to launch your political career. I hope I'm making sense, because I know there are some good politicians among you. And before you can know, you have to understand, especially if you want to become a politician, you have to understand people. You have to understand the psychology behind people. You have to understand how people want their lives to change. You have to understand a bit of economics. You have to understand how to please people, how to communicate your ideas. No politician is a shy person because they have to talk. They have to learn how to debate. They have to learn how to argue. They don't fight in physical fights. No, their arguments are based on facts and what have you. So these are some of the things we need to know. Because a lot of my people are lost. Why? Because they go in to do some courses, then they are stuck. And they can't find themselves in any... You don't need to... It becomes difficult. So right now, if you are already in the university and you are reading a course that does not lead to a professional, start looking for how best you can be able to find a profession or find a job or build a career. I hope we are getting something over here. Now, the next thing I'll talk about before I open up, maybe if you have questions, please be writing your questions down, I'll answer them. The next thing I have to talk about is, employment and unemployment. We know a lot of our brothers are home who are unemployed. Let me give you a typical story, a typical example. There is a farmer who uses hoe to farm. He has been using hoe to farm 1 acre of land all the time. This farmer has been using that same 1 acre for almost 10 years. His crops are not doing well. pests are disturbing the crops, he's able to get a small harvest out of that 1 acre upon all the efforts. Now, what then does education, what does it do? What does education do over here? Education helps you to know that you need to apply weedicides. Education helps you to know that you need to engage, if you want to increase or get more produce, you need to engage the services of an extra hand, whether you use a machine or you hire people. Education will help you to protect your crops from pests. When I say pests, you have insects and other things that will spoil your crop. Education will help you to be able to store your food well. It is education that will help you to be able to know when to sell your farm produce if you're looking for money. It is education that will help you to package. So the problem here is that we go in to study certain things and usually it does not help us in the long run. You find someone, he has gone to the university, he can speak big English, he is of no importance to the society. I hope you are getting what I'm saying. He is of no importance to the society. Now, my problem here is we have a lot of people coming from poor backgrounds whom they've lied to. What have they lied to them about? You need to go to the university. You need to go to the university. University graduates get more pay than the No, I'm telling you, you'll be surprised that Okada driver in Accra, an Okada driver in Accra is making more money than a teacher who has gotten what have you. Cocoa seller, normal cocoa seller, porridge seller would be making a lot of money than a teacher or a nurse. Wache seller is making more money than a teacher or a nurse. So my question here is, a lot of you immediately after SHS, my friend has gone to university, no, ask yourself, what can I do? You need money. Are you looking for money or you are looking for a profession? If you are looking for money, you have to do things that bring money. Put all shyness aside. The nurse's uniform is nice, but it is not something you have to do to get money. I hope I'm speaking to my people here. Whatever profession, the teachers, what have you, is a good thing. That is why I asked the question earlier. Do you want to serve? If you want to serve Ghana, go and become a teacher. If you want to serve, go and become a nurse. That is why the name over there is service. Police service. Ghana Educational Service. Nursing service, however you put it. So I find a lot of people, if I go to nursing, I'll get posting. Are you looking for posting or are you looking for ways to become successful in life? Now, let's compare the rich man's son and then the poor man's son at the university. The rich man's children don't go to the university to go and be looking for, to pass all their exams. You hardly see them. Why? The rich man's son, the father has already established something now. See, there is no job. There is no job that any of you cannot do in the bank. There is no job that any of you cannot do in a hospital. As long as you get the training that is required. But then when you are coming from a poor background, especially when we are in Ghana, we don't know people. We don't have parents who have built connections. We don't. So if people imagine A job like teacher training, people have to pay bribe before, and you are serving. You are not making money. You are there to serve. What they give you is peanut. And because of poverty, a lot of us, our mind has made us feel like, once I get posted, I'll start making money. That is no money. It is service. If you are looking for any profession that will give you higher pay, let's say you are looking for above, then you have to be looking for the higher professions, that are higher paying professions that I mentioned. Getting into law, getting into accountancy, mining, engineering, all these ones are what will make you rich. You have to become a medical, at least, not rich, but then at least you'll be better than the average. Now, the poor man's son has to go to the university. The poor man's son, the mother has to sell everything, all his money, and put that child into the university. And when he goes to the university, he goes to do a course that does not lead to any profession. And you see that a lot of money will be pumped. And at the end of the day, the parents are tired. And then when you come back, you are writing application for job. As my people, as I promised, this hub is supposed to help us understand certain things. Every month, I'm planning on having such a meeting so that we get out of our head. Trust me, a common baba, can make a lot of money than these low-paying professions a lot of people are rushing into. But the truth of the matter is, look at your environment. Do you want to serve? It's not bad to serve. It's not bad to be a teacher. It's not bad to be a nurse. It's not bad to be a police. That is why, because you want to serve, they can post you anywhere. So think about it. If you are still having any challenge, that is why we have something called national service. They post you anywhere. So the poor man's child spent so much time trying to get what? Money, doing something that was not going to bring them money. How? If you're looking for money, there is a way out. I'll talk about it later. But then if you are from a poor background and you want to be able to make an impact while making money, take your time. We are going to have, this is the last section of my conversation, and then I'm opening the floor for questions. When you are coming from a poor background, one of the challenges we face is marrying early. You marry and have children early. That thing is a responsibility-driven affair. Kids come in, you have to pay school fees, you have to take care of the kids, you have to buy diapers, you have to... Yes, so marrying early actually makes poor people stuck. A poor person can be intelligent, can have a business idea, can want to start a business. Unfortunately, they are stuck in a family way. Children are blessing, wives are blessing, but then before we marry or before we have kids, we need a plan. So imagine one of my students come in and he told me that, say, I want to become a lawyer. We don't rush to become a lawyer if you are poor. You don't rush to become an engineer if you are poor. What do? You take your time. The first thing I always tell my students, make sure you have something that can bring you food. Something that can give you food and where you can sleep. A family that can support you. You have a mother and father where when you come back home, you can estimate that the next 5 years, they can give you food and a place to sleep. And they will not force you to go and be looking for a job. That is one thing. And if you don't have that, this is what I tell you people to do. Work. Find any job, do. Save money. Save money. Save money to save money towards the profession you want to become. It is not easy. You have to save money to become what you want to become. A lot of our parents will not be able to get the money for us to go to school. I'll talk about how to make money in another way. A lot of our parents will not be able to get money for us to go to school. So if you find yourself in that situation, make sure you find something to do. Get a training, become a tailor, become a mechanic, is it driving you want to drive? Learn something. Is it Okada? Get Okada, drive Okada. I don't know. Go and exchange your physical strength for money and save it. And when you save money, stop buying phones, stop buying TVs, stop buying accessories. I've been in a northern region and I tell my people, see, you can have 5 jalabias. You can wear one Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No one will know. Get one sandals. You can be on that one for 2-3 years. You don't need to be buying unnecessary things. Save every penny and get training. You can go and do certificate course from any polytechnic. Is it about, if you're a tailor, for example, if you're a tailor, you don't need to just use the internet, get some short courses, go in there, get some training. If you are sewing a cloth, you might be getting some money, especially when you're from a poor background. Invest the money that they would be using to pay fees and come back home and invest it into something. Get the money first before you enter school. I'm not saying don't get the profession. Can I shock you? If you are in the university and you are doing a professional course, let's say you went to do law. While you are doing the law, do you know you can defer? You can write a letter to the school and tell them, this year, I cannot come to school. I'm deferring. Do you know that 4-year program, you can actually use 8 years to finish? This is one thing you have to know. People go to medical school, the years is 6 years. You can actually use 10 years to finish. It is part of no one's business. You are not in competition. So I always advise my people, take your time and work. Because the path you are following, especially when you don't have any support, you might think that, I have to follow this one, and when I'll get a job. It is not guaranteed. If you are choosing a profession, choose a profession and grow in the profession. If you don't know, you go and choose a low-paying profession, you'll be stuck there. Among the nurses, there are lower nurses. And before you can advance yourself into a high-paying profession, you have to go and do several professional courses, top-ups. And they are not cheap. I hope I'm speaking to someone. So now, if you want to make money, I have a blueprint, I have a system in place. If you want to make money, if you want to make money, understand that money takes time. Money making takes time. And before you can make money, you need a capital. Meaning that you have to do a business. The truth is that capital, that's why the rich people always advance. He goes to the university, I want to start a logistic company. They give him the money. He's gone. He's doing business. He's becoming successful. You are going to school and you think that the person, he was my mate. Oh, why is it that he's becoming, he has a company here, he has a company here. It is capital that is needed. It is capital that is needed. The rich always have people to fund their skills, their business ideas. So if you want to make money, better be in business. If you're in the university and the thing you are learning, it is not Find a business out of it. Trust me, find a business. What is the purpose of business? Is buying and selling. Product, sell, and then get a margin on top of your. That is how to make money. We don't make, if you are thinking of making money, you don't need to go to the university. Go and buy something. Go and buy something and just enter and sell. Or go and get some skills. If you're a mechanic, you get some skills, then work more than the average mechanic. If you are a painter, that is a skill, painting skill. Go and be getting more contracts. Now, a small education will tell you how to do flyers. Small education will tell you the people who need painting. Small education will tell you that this in some areas there are a lot of cement block buildings that need painting. You don't become a painter where you look around, all the houses are mad houses. You are exchanging your skill for money, or you have a capital to buy produce to be able to sell and get a profit margin. We don't go to university to become rich. You need education. University is not the same as education. There are some tailors who have been sewing clothes for so many years, but they are not advancing. Someone started tailoring some few years ago because he found some fashion group he joined, because he found extra training. Some people have been tailors, they've been sewing shirts and trousers. All of a sudden, they got some skill into sewing suit. And when you are sewing suit or kaftan, when you're you have high class of people and that you get money. So right now, as I'm speaking to you, analyze your path, reconstruct your path. If you are from a farming background, this is some of the practical way I can put it. If you are from a farming background, I've had students who have said, my father is not trying to support me. I want to go to school. Do you want your children to go through that same thing? Now, have a plan. 5 years, you can say that 5 years, I want to use 5 years to suffer and save money. You can farm for 1 year, sell the produce, save it. Don't buy a motor. Don't go and be buying iPhone. Don't go and be buying unnecessary things. You don't have to please anyone. You save the money, and you use that small money to advance into something. What if you buy a car for a taxi business? Before you realize, from that small proceedings, and remember, it takes time. Some of you are from in the university right now. Your family has land. Write an agreement. Find friends who can bring their monies together. Tell them that I have 10 acres of land. We will need 5,000 to be able to buy the seed of a corn or beans. We will need this for 1,000 cedis for the weeding. We will need this. When the harvest comes, we will get almost 10 or 100 bags. When we sell, we get the money. This is how you plan. Use what you have to your benefit. The last one I also have to say is there is competition. Seriously, my friend, there is competition. If you are in your small village and you think that you are the boss, I'm telling you, there is competition, tight competition. Tight competition. In Ghana, there is competition. In Africa, there is competition. You think you know, Masa, someone is on another level. If you have money and you want to become a lecturer, you want them to call you a doctor. If you have money, if you have family that can support you, you want to become a nurse, what have you, go through that path. But then if you are from a poor background, Masa, you have to pick another route. You have to hustle. The last one is, there is no shortcut. There is no shortcut. You are my people now, and I can tell you the truth. There is no shortcut. I've been in the system for long. I have been in the system for long. Trust me, there is no shortcut. Lotto, it has never helped. If you like, stake your lotto for fun. But then don't rely on the lotto as if the lotto is going to make you. No. It's about diligence. Hey, I don't know how best I can say this, but then imagine you buy a football boot at 70 cedis. And the football boot at 70 cedis, you bought it in Accra at 70, you add your lorry fare to it. Then you come and sell it at 120 cedis. You go back again, start the process again. That is real business. That is real life. Before you sell 5 of those boots, you have gotten another money. But if you spend all your money, let's say on betting, and thinking that the betting money it has never helped. Real rich people have never engaged in that. Trust me, look around you in all the towns, and there is no business shop that the person got money from betting. They got it from hard work. You need capital, and getting capital is not easy. So yes, I plan on carrying us on this journey, that our lives will be better. I don't want a lot of, don't go and steal. Don't go and steal. There is nothing in stealing, I tell you. It's just excuse me to say, it's just like a stupid way to address life. You go and steal somebody's, you get nothing. You get nothing. Whether from online, someone say, forget it. See, get yourself food. Get yourself place to put your head. If it is small barbering you are doing in one corner, be doing it. But study. Get yourself, if it is the internet, there are a lot of information on the internet. Lock yourself up for 5 years. Say that 5 years, in the next 5, I have to achieve this, and work towards it. Can I shock you? If I knew this, I would have been a better person. You people have for example, those in the north, you have Tamale Technical University or what have you. Do you know that you can go to all the photocopy shops and get books or pamphlets or lecture slides? That's what we call it. And read. If you're already, let's say, carpentry or woodwork, you can go there and go and read something and get more knowledge on it. If you're a tailor, you can go to the fashion department and go and get it there. You get some ideas over there. That is the purpose of school. School was not meant to come and give us money or make us rich. I don't want any of my intelligent boys to come in and be like, he's intelligent, but one small taxi driver is making a lot of money than he is. Use your intelligence in the right direction. If you want to start politics, if you want to be a politician, if you want to be a minister, if you want to start engaging in community programs. Call people. Call for others to come and, you can write a letter to, this is why education is important. You can write a letter to a clinic or an eye clinic. Tell them to come and do free screening in your community. They will come, and then you start speaking about how best you can call, make videos, call for awareness. We don't have water. Who are those helping us? We need the government to come. These are some of the ways you go about it. You become a voice in the community. And once you are becoming a voice of the community and people are liking you and they will vote for you in any contest, and you'll be shocked. And if you fail, Massa, you try again. You fail, you try again. So now, a brief of the whole thing we have done today. There are high-paying professions and there are low-paying professions. There is a difference between a job and you can't see. Imagine spending 4 years in the university and going to do a job just to get paid. A teller, you go and become a teller or susu collector. If you didn't go to the university, you can come in and start a susu collection business. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, and I hope you understand it. You need small education, a small education to boost work, unless you don't have the work. Some of us, I agree, we don't know what we want to become. But let me share something with you. The daughter of a cocoa seller, if he goes to school and understand packaging, and understand customer service, and understand other ways of doing things, that daughter of the cocoa seller can come and take the cocoa and expand it. Build a container for that cocoa. Those of you who have been to Accra before, especially in the mainland, people sell food 2 a.m., 3 a.m. They go like shift. As one person is coming, another person is coming. So job is something you do for money. Career is what you are doing for a long period of time. Profession should be your target if you are trying to go to school. Profession is the target. And if you are stuck in any of them, please speak to me. Send me your messages. Let me have access to whatever dilemma. When I say dilemma, when you are confused, let me be able to help you in this direction. If you want to use your head and go to school, make sure the school is important, is worthwhile. If you're already in a low profession and you want to make it better, let me know and we can discuss a way out. Because I used in I like this one. If you don't have a plan to whether you are going for a job or a profession, you will struggle and you will not understand. So if you are from a poor background, make sure you know how to sacrifice. Make sure you know how to develop a long-term plan. You don't actually need 4 years to finish school. You can use 10 years to become a lawyer. No one will do you anything. But make sure there is something that brings money and food to you. Know where to sleep. If you have where to sleep, if you have what to eat, life is easy for you. That is why I keep on saying, respect your mother and your father. Stay with them for long. Don't rush to go and rent a house on your own. Anyway, I'm taking questions. If anyone has any questions, you can ask me. Please feel free and ask me questions. This is the purpose of our meeting. What questions are bothering you? Yeah, Sumani.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay, then let me ask this question. So, does chartered accountants or lawyers need a license before they can get a job?
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much for this question. Can I shock you? If you need any direction on that, I'll let you know. My school son, after SHS, do you know what he did? He didn't go to the university to do accounting. No. He has accounting background in SHS, meaning he did business. Is that okay? He went straight to go and do chartered accountancy. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. He was working at Zoom Lion. SHS graduate, man. He became a chartered accountant after 4 years with no degree. He just recently enrolled for degree and he got a job as they have auditing firm and all that. He got a job using that professional certificate. In the normal setting, you have to go and do accounting at the degree level. Then after that, you go and get professional certificate. Back to the license part. Yes, as an accountant, you have to belong, a chartered accountant, you have to belong to an association of chartered accountants, and you need a license to operate. And when you are being employed by any firm or any system, they need to know whether you have the license to operate. And remember, a license can be revoked. So imagine when do some bad thing. A typical example is a doctor. A doctor's license can be revoked. And when we employ you, we are about to employ a doctor and we realize that he has done a bad practice. Yes, it means that we cannot employ you because your license to operate has been revoked. Usman, have I answered your question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. More question, please. If you have any question, yes, Jennifer.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. That was very impactful teaching. So my question is, I have two questions.
Okay.
So one is, and you want to also start a business.
Yes.
How do you multitask your studies and a business at the same time, and it won't have any negative effects on you?
So, if I get your question right, you mean you are schooling, right?
Yes, please.
And then you want to start a business.
Yeah.
Good. Remember, schooling is going to take money. Is that okay? Business is going to take money and attention. A lot of attention. I get what I'm saying.
Yes, please.
The best way I can help you out in this strategy is that get someone to support you, a younger sister or an older sister. That business is something you can leave for the person. Are you getting what I'm saying? So that when you are going to school on vacation, you can come and continue. And while you are in school, you will not need to go and be borrowing money from anyone. That business your brother or your younger sister is doing with you, your brother can send you 100 cedis for feeding. Am I making sense? But then, if you have all at your disposal, you are from a rich background, you don't need any help, I will tell you that if you want to do business, focus on business. If you want to go to school, focus on school. If you want to do business for some time and save money up to a certain level, then that one too is a good one. Wait till the business is established. Then you can go to school. Does that make sense?
Yes, please. So I was taking it from this perspective. Maybe I'm still in school and I'm going through some financial challenges. So I was thinking maybe I could start something small whilst in school to help myself in terms of financially, or that won't be possible.
I don't know your capabilities. I don't know how strong you are. If you don't know, the day you go out for a business run and then you come and check your GPA. And then, no, it's a gamble. Can I be frank with you? If you are from an environment where you don't have money, your GPA is your money. You can't spend all your parents' money and come up with third class and say you are doing a business, and for you to realize that the business too has collapsed. I hope you are listening to what I'm saying.
Yes, please.
So if you are in school and you are facing financial problem and you don't have any support, if you have support that is coming by, it is small, make sure that you suffer it and grow lean. Yes, suffer it and grow lean. Then when you do your national service and you get some money, save it and go and do business. But if you want to combine business and then sukore, I will tell you the fact. Unless you are very, very intelligent, there are people like that. But me, I don't want to put anyone in any kind of situation like that. It's not easy. I know people who, let me give this example. At the university, I know people who use their fridge to sell pure water. When they are sleeping, people will come and knock the door, pure water. When it's time for lectures, someone will come and knock the door, pure water. When they are studying, pure water, they get distracted. I hope you are getting what I'm saying.
Yes, please.
If it is becoming difficult, write a letter to the university, write it to your registry, tell them you want to defer for 1 year. You will not die. You are not in a competition with anyone. Defer for 1 year. Come home and work and save money.
Hey.
I'm telling you the fact. Because that 4-year program or 2-year program, you can do it. You can spend the next 4 years, 7 years to do it. You will not die. Having money is enough. I need basal money, something to keep you, where to eat and where to sleep is the most important thing. If you don't, I have found a lot of young girls who have ended up doing hookup. They got pregnant or got HIV. They got into terrible troubles and their life became bizarre. So that's the best I can tell you. Unless you have any other, then we can talk about it. I hope I've been able to answer your question. And you might not be happy with it, but then it is what it is.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Yes. Any other question?
I have another question.
No problem.
So the next one is, you made mention of high competition out there.
Yes.
So I want to find out, how would you have a fair advantage with your competitors? Maybe say you are selling shoes, I'm also selling shoes at the same time. So how will I do so that people may end up buying from my site other than?
Okay. So let me help you with this way. In the example you gave, I'll use school one to help you get something. You know, usually when you are applying for a job after university, we use our certificate.
Yes.
See, the employer is not looking for your certificate, especially private employers. They are looking for people who can work like they are mad. They are looking for people who can work like they are what? Mad. That is the only secret. That you can work like you are mad. You can't complain. You are working like you are mad. Now, that working and you are mad, the kind of mad level of working is what will exempt you. Let's come to your saying you are selling shoes. If you want to be able to sell more shoes, you have to go and speak to a lot of people. You have to know how to talk. You have to develop skills of communication, marketing, bargaining skills. He will come and say, it's 70 CDs, so I have all this. Oh, you make it 72. I get what I'm saying. You have to go and know how to knock on several customers. Bang, 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 bang. My name is this, I sell shoes. So if you need any of the shoes, you let me know. This is my number. You go to another place. You have to write their numbers down. Every 2 days, won't you buy the toilet roll? I told you I have some toilet. They will say no. As long as you keep on doing it, being on them, they will remember, I have to buy toilet roll. I'll call that girl.
Okay, sure.
That is where education comes in. I get what I'm saying. That same education comes in to tell you that if you are selling shoes and no one is buying shoes, the whole place, no one wants to buy shoes, you have to go and find something else to do. Let me give you a typical example. I was in school and I was trying to do business. I am different from anyone. I know what I'm talking about. I went to buy Chaloate. You know Chaloate?
Yes.
The black one. And I gave it to a shop attendant. I said that if you sell it, the profit was like 5 CDs. Take 2 CDs and give me 3 CDs. I'll get my money back and I'll get 2 CDs on top of that small margin on top of it. That was what I did. But if you want to be in the same what have you, go and be carrying it and moving around, you struggle. I hope you are getting what I'm saying.
Yes, please.
So to become better, you have to work harder. Let me use another. Someone is a mechanic already here. Someone is a mechanic. Before, you don't just build a shop and become a mechanic. You have to get the contacts of your customers. Call them. Go to someone. I'm a mechanic. I work on your car. I'll do this for you. I'll get their numbers. If you need anything, call me midnight. I'll come and do it for you. I hope you are getting what I'm saying. You're a taxi driver. The market women will come. Get their numbers. When are you going? I can pick you. Sometimes you have to do small favors. They will say that, he's a good man. That is how you go ahead. Anyway, any more questions? Then we...
Thank you very much, sir.
You are welcome. I need more questions. Any more questions? Bashiru, do you have any question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think Bosu has a question. Bashiru has a question, right? So, Bosu.
Okay, sir. Please, what are the ways that you can do to protect the profit that you are making from business?
Good question. Good question. Aside spiritual or religious path, I will not talk about that one. I'm going to tell you, your profits, you have to know how not to spend. Don't spend. We don't eat it. Let me help you understand this in another way. You see the farmer, okay? The farmer puts corn inside the soil and then there is a harvest. If the farmer goes and the harvest sells everything, the next planting season, the farmer will not get any seed. I hope you are getting what I'm saying. So,
yes, sir.
When you do a business and you get 10 CDs on top of 20 CDs, don't spend it. Spend a fraction. And that one should go into things that are very, very important. That is why I might hurt you small, but then I have to tell you the truth. If you end up having a girlfriend who is taking your small money, it will cost you. Because before you realize, the business will collapse. I've been in some areas, there is a provision store, the person will start it, they will get money and start it. After 6 months, the provision store is empty. Do you know why? When he needs money, go and pick it from that place. When he wants to buy a dress, go and pick it from the shop. But trust me, if you're having a provision store, your money is small, very, very small. You put 10,000. Let's say you are selling pure water. You bought the pure water bag. Let's say one was, let's say 1 CD, and you are selling it at 1 CD 50 pesos. If your friends should come and drink 4 sachets of pure water, you are running at a loss too, because they are taking your money, including the profit. I hope I'm making sense.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So this is the secret. The secret is, as young as you are, stay away from buying expensive gadgets. Live a simple life. If you buy clothes that will fit, you can wear one. I'm telling you, you buy 5 jalabias, 10 CD. You iron it, wear it Monday to Friday. No one cares. You don't need to be going to buy any shirt, anything expensive. You go to boutique and go and buy shirt 120, 2.5 dress. Young man, you are buying jeans 200-300 for what? So, in a nutshell, the whole principle about making money is that you reduce your expenditure. That's the English part of it. Reduce your expenditure. I hope you can all hear me. I hope you can all hear me. Can you all hear me? Yes. So reduce your expenditure. If you make 100 cedis, spend below it. Don't spend all. Don't go and be borrowing. I hope I've been able to answer your question. Okay. Any other questions? Idris. Bashiru. If you have any questions, let them flow. Yes. Yes.
What are the businesses do you think in the north now a person, an undergraduate can just start so that the person can be making small?
Thank you very much. Can I give you a cool plan? You are in the university right now. The people in your classrooms are your partners. The people in your classroom or your course mates are your source of capital. Are you listening to what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Now, what do you have in the north? We have animals in the north. Crops are grown in the north. Are you listening to what I'm saying?
Yes.
Learn how to build an agreement. Learn how to talk to your possible partners. They will not come to the north to work with you. Tell them that I want you to fund this business. I need 5,000. In that 5,000, get 5 or 10 people. Speak to them. Are you get what I'm saying? And when I finish selling everything, do you know what will happen? I'll come and give you this percent on the money you have given me. And it comes with practice and it comes with trust. Are you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In this era of technology, take a picture of 1 acre of your rice farm. Take a picture of 1 acre of your... Let it be part of a proposal. Show them, this is my farm. I want to increase the yield. When I increase the yield, we will get this profit. Reasonable one. You work hard. You don't take their monies and run away. You work hard such that they will stay with you for the next 10 years. They'll be like, as for Idrisu, he was able to rear a cattle. We sold the cattle, we got this amount. He's my business plug. When you don't have any money, you do it with him. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
If you can, you are not supposed to farm. You are not supposed to use cutlass to go and do the farming. No. Calculate how much laborers will take. Calculate how much weedicide people who come and do the spraying will take. You are now an undergrad. Know how to coordinate people. They will do the spraying. I get what I'm saying. They will.
Yes.
Now, this is when you don't have any money. But if you have money, now you can try and buy fertilizers or weedicides and then speak to your farmers. Are you getting what I'm saying? Oh, sorry. And then they can be buying from you. Or you can provide a system like how is a credit facility. As long as you trust that they will pay. I hope you get what I'm saying. But in the nutshell, as a university graduate and you are still in school, this is the connection you can build. Remember, there are a lot of rich guys in your classroom. Your course mates, a lot of them are rich. This is the time you have to make good use of them. Trust me.
Okay.
Yes. Any question? Yes.
I want to add another thing.
Yes.
Let's say me, I'm already in the university.
Yes.
Let's say I was planning to do a professional course.
Yes.
But due to some instances or due to great cut-off point or something like that,
yes.
meet the cutoff points. No? So now I'm not doing what do you call it? An academic course.
Yes.
So if I want to transition to the professional course, do I have a chance of doing it, or I just have to stay to where I like the undergraduate? I got the admission. No? Let's say I'm doing sociology, as you mentioned already.
Yeah.
Maybe I was planning to do a law, what do you call it, medicine and other courses.
Yes, yes.
Due to the course I read at SHS, no,
yes,
I couldn't meet the cutoff point or the grade they needed. No.
Okay.
And I'm now doing sociology. So if I want to do accounting, law, and those things, no, do I have the chance of doing it, or I just have to stick to where I began the studies?
So can I tell you something? Once you have a good academic record from your undergrad, is that okay? You have already shown potentials that you do well in your professional course. Is that okay? I know you have already shown potentials. Once you do well in your academic program, you have already shown potentials that you can do well in a professional course. Is that okay? Remember this, any humanity course you do at the university, is that okay? And you are looking for profession in the humanity, you will get it. Think about it. So it means that with your first degree, if you have sociology, you can go and do journalism. That's a humanity course. I hope you are listening.
Yes, sir.
You can go and do law. Law is a humanity course.
Yeah.
I get what I'm saying. And the several other law programs you can do. You can even do it in any different institution. It doesn't matter. I hope you are getting what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In that sense, you are not rushing to get money. You are rushing to get a professional state, because all people who are looking for food to eat, people who are looking for where to sleep and jobs so that they can survive, they don't choose that path. This path is actually rich people's path.
Okay.
I know you are rich, so you take care of everything. Let me also help you understand this in another way. For someone to become a medical doctor without going into to do medicine direct, the person must find themselves doing some biological sciences. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So imagine the person goes to do biochemistry. After the 4 years, the person can go and go and do medicine itself. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So humanities go with humanities. The sciences go with the sciences. If you don't know, businesses go with the business. Someone can do costing or accounting, BSc. It is easy for the person to go and do chartered accountancy if the person has a good record.
Okay.
Yes. Any questions? Yeah, ask more.
I just wanted to say, let's say if I want to build a long-term financial status, so will you advise for me to go for the professional courses, or I should build my career? I say if I want to, I have a target of becoming somebody in the future.
Yes.
So will you advise me to go for the professional courses, or I just have to stick to where I've begun the studies and build a career so that I'll be able to reach there?
Okay, so I would, if I understand your question well, let me use Haji Al-Arba as an example.
Okay.
Haji Al-Arba was just a teacher who became an MP. I get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was through the MPship that Haji Al-Arba went to school. I mean, a professional path. I get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Though she was already a teacher. Let me put that one in perspective. But before she can end up moving into the gender role as the gender minister and what have you, she has to go back to school again. I hope you get what I'm saying. So yes, You can engage in activities before you become professional. You can engage in some activities before you become a professional. And those activities will end up giving you, a good career. Let me take it another way. Imagine you have a BSc in sociology. Is that okay? After sociology, you went and do community engagement. You stood for assemblyman. After assemblyman, DCE. After DCE, you went to become an MP. All this while you are holding your sociology. Then, being the MP, you went to do law. I think some honorable Mutaka or something, may he so rest in peace. He did something like that. He went to read law. I get one. Then he became a lawyer while being an MP. I hope you are getting what I'm saying. That is a career. Are you getting it? Then he now became a professional. Whether he practiced or not, he was a professional lawyer. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes, that's the whole plan. That's the whole plan. So you have to design a plan for yourself. I know people who became teachers and they got stuck over there. They started getting money and buying motorbikes and they got stuck. Nothing else changed their mind. They were okay. They didn't have any plan of any professional. They didn't advance. They just built a career in that class 5 or class 6. That is all. You will tell them, he said he has been teaching for 25 years. Where has he been teaching? Primary 6, JHS or SHS? Yes, that's it. I hope you get what I'm saying. Yes. Any other question, then we say bye-bye. Bashiru.
Yes.
If you have any questions for me, let me know before I say bye-bye to you.
Okay, about when it comes to as we are talking about North.
Yes.
Our academic calendar, this semester they changed it.
Yes.
And when we come to attachments and internships.
Yes.
It has some kind of big impact on that.
Okay.
They used to give us 4 months.
Okay.
And right now, by what we had, they said that they are going to give us 1 month.
Okay.
And we all came to the school through the farming.
Okay.
And by this time, it's just a kind of challenge that came upon us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So for us to are you choosing because if you didn't go home and if you did not go home to help.
Yes.
When it comes to hostel fees, school fees, those things, and internships too.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, I'm having challenge about that one.
Bashiru, let me help you.
Okay.
Wherever you are getting food from, make sure you never cut your source. Is that okay?
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
Internship, there is an institutionalized internship or attachment, the one your school will tell you to go and do. But Bashiru, you don't need the institutional attachment. Do you know that you can start attachment at level 100 on your own? I don't know where you are schooling. Write a letter. The days you are free to any organization, I wish to come and help or learn or do an internship or volunteerism. We call it volunteerism, to help. When you are not doing anything, you can go into a bank and say that, I want to help. I'm schooling here. On Fridays, Saturdays, I'm free. I want to help.
Okay.
So it's not a matter of the one the school will give you. It's a matter of you yourself, your plan and what you want to go and or what you want to become. Imagine you want to be a chartered accountant. You've not seen an accountant before, but you are in a degree program. Write a letter to them. Tell them, you found a bank. Savings, I want to come and enjoy. Do any junkie work. I'm available 5, let's say 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. or 6 a.m. to 8. Write a letter like that. Type it. My name is Bashir. Type it. Send it to them. Manager will call you. They don't need to pay you. Go and just know them. Do you know the funny thing? At the end of the day, you are knowing the workers over there. At the end of the day, you are knowing the managers over there. By the time you finish, you have built a rapport. It is that same people you tell them that, I wish I can do my national service. So if there's any vacancy, because you have stayed with them, level 100, level 200, level 3, they would want to work with you. And on that note, you have to be a workaholic. Whatever they give you, you have to do it. Go back home and go and help the family. Go back. Go back. No. I'm telling you the truth. Go back and go and help in the harvesting. If you don't help, because remember, you are following a career. You are going to build a career. You need the support of your parents. You cannot be disobedient. Go. If it is 1 week, man, go and spend 1 week and come back. Is that okay?
Yeah.
My friend, they don't teach anything much. If you are serious, you can pick some slides and catch up in whatever they teach. I get what I'm saying. Go back.
Yes.
Go back and go and do that one. Attachment, man, there are plenty. Do you know the number of people who have completed school and they are still unemployed? Go back. Just go back. If you don't have lorry fare, find lorry fare. Go back. Stay 1 week. Is that okay?
Yeah.
If I've answered you, if there are no more questions, then it's Husseini here. Okay. If there are no more questions, then I will say thank you very much for coming. I'm very grateful for this opportunity. Yes.
I don't know what I should remind you. You sent a picture and you were saying you would say something about it. You didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. So I'll put the whole story on the platform. I think we have used a lot of time over there. Sumani is also not here. Like I'll say it, but then yes. So there is going to be a recording for this one. I wish I could create a what's the name? Maybe a YouTube channel for us. Maybe those who want to listen to it, they can also listen to it. Maybe, and then I'll see how best I can help people get internet. Maybe buy some 1 gig midnight data for them, so that at least they can listen to or download it. Because these things we have discussed, they are very, very important. So thank you very much for joining. I know you will be better. I know. No one gave me this advice. No one gave me these things. I found them in the hard way. And I don't want you guys to go through this process again. Make it simple and make it count. Is that okay? Okay, so thank you very much. I'll say bye-bye. Now I want everyone to leave the platform, because the last time I left, you people had a meeting behind me. Leave the platform. Yes, leave. Believe in.
He's talking to you. That people should leave the group.
Yes, leave now.
What are you doing?
I bet if you have any questions to ask me to, you can send me a message. If you have any questions to ask to, send me a message. Is that okay? Hey, Wula, leave the platform.